Hello, welcome to another episode of Tilson Home Tours. I'm Eric, not that Eric, the other Eric, and I'm here with Jacob and Amanda Stevens. We're in Brazoria County in their beautiful Angelina A. Let's talk about your exterior to start. So tell me how you chose the exterior and what kind of changes you did to it.
Yeah, so first off, we chose the Angelina. We were debating between the Angelina, Canyon, or Brazoria. And then talking with you and our budget, Angelina A made more sense to save a little bit more money so we can splurge on some of the features inside the house. And so we wanted a board and batten look, so we removed all brick and siding that came with it. And so we did the white board and batten with a black roof to contrast with that, and wood beams out front and back.
Perfect. So normally the C is the one that people do when they want a farmhouse because it has the porch. But you guys told me you didn't really care about front porch because you want to be on the back porch. So we did the A, we removed all that stuff and made it look more farmhouse. And did it turn out like you were hoping?
Perfect. We entertain a lot in our backyard, so with a big back porch, it helped.
Excellent. So let's move on into the inside. Since we're standing here in the kitchen, let's talk about your kitchen. Why don't we move down here to the end for a moment so we can get a better look. And so what is the most important thing in this kitchen to you? What was the biggest change you wanted to make?
The biggest thing was our island. I definitely wanted a big space. That way, if I'm cooking dinner, the kids could sit at the island. They could do their school while I'm washing dishes. We both have very large families, so it was important to have a space where everybody could gather together whenever we're hosting events or parties or holidays or whatever it may be. The island is really the center of our home, and this is where we always gather whenever people come.
Perfect. And so this is not the island that normally comes with the home, correct?
Correct. We made quite a few changes in order to get this island in here. We moved our utility room. We used the alternate, so it's back in the back hallway, which gave us a large walk-in pantry, but it also opened up the space for us. Originally, this was going to be a coffee bar area, but instead we deleted those cabinets and added our double oven. And then we have this open space over here next to the fridge.
Yes. So the coat closet, which is normally where everybody just stores their vacuum, we didn't need that. We got rid of it. So we put the fridge here. And what else about this kitchen really stands out to you? What other features did you do to make it feel like yours?
The backsplash, we saw on one of the lives that you can go to y'all's manufacturer and see and pick an option if you do not like it from the store selections. And so we went online, found this from a little small sample online, and you were able to help us out and get it.
Perfect. And anything else in this kitchen that was really something you wanted to have?
Well, we saw these pendant lights in another Tilson Live that we had watched prior to signing a contract with you guys. And as soon as we saw it, I fell in love, and it was absolutely something I had to have in my own home. And I think it just brings the kitchen together.
Perfect. So as you said, this is the spot of the house that you spend most of the time with. And so do you feel like you were able to make this the focal point of your house with those changes?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Let's move on to the living room. So we have this nice big living space here. Why don't you tell us what some of the things you did in here to make it feel more like your own?
So again, we've watched several Tilson Lives before we even stepped into your office to kind of decide what we wanted ahead of time. And a cathedral ceiling was my husband's absolute must-have. It's absolutely beautiful. It just opens the space up and makes it feel huge.
Sure. And so this was a custom option that we had. So it includes vaulting the ceiling. And what other parts of that feature did you really like having?
The large windows and then the extended back porch.
Like we said, that's where we do a lot of our entertaining, and a lot of our family spends time outside, and we have a beautiful view, and we want to take full advantage of that. So we figured cathedral ceiling, vaulted all the way out to the back porch, and it was perfect for what we wanted.
That works well. It feels like right here when you're in this space, right? It's open to the porch, so you can be inside or outside and all feel like part of that area.
One cohesive unit. Yeah.
So what kind of view do we have out here to the back?
We have 5 acres of land, and we added in a half-acre pond. That was a big must-have for you.
Yes, always wanted a pond water feature, so.
Perfect. And we can see it obviously very well from this family room with all the extra windows. So besides the vaulted with the wooden beam and that, what else did we do in this family room that's not in the usual plan?
Yes, one of my musts was I wanted a fireplace, and so normally if you wanted a gas one, it had to be in the corner, but we wanted one in the center. So we went with the electric, which turned out great. It's pretty realistic. And we also added the shiplap to add some character to it that y'all were able to do. And then we did not want the hearth. We wanted a more modern look, so we removed that to make it clean look.
So by doing the electric fireplace, you were able to put it where you wanted to put it, right? Because with the gas and wood burning, it takes up more space. So this gives you the ability to put it where you want it, use your family room the way you want. And so now we have this great space here for you to enjoy. Let's take a look at your master. All right, so come on into the master here. So in the master, you really were okay with it the way it was. It worked for you. The only real change you made was what?
We enlarged the windows. As we said, this outdoor space is our main focus and our main goal with the house. So we made the windows as large as we possibly could. That way we'd have a view out to the pond. As far as everything else in here, we kept it pretty standard. We wanted to spend our money on some other upgrades, and the master just wasn't a huge priority to us. This is already a great space, so we figured we would just leave it like it was.
Perfect. Well, let's go on and take a look at the master bathroom. So in here, we really only made a handful of changes, but what were those changes?
One of the first ones we saw some people on the YouTube Live and Instagram, it was their grits was not bringing the shower tiles all the way to the ceiling. And so that's one of the additions we wanted to add.
So we raised that to the ceiling, and then we made one other change to the shower, which was
Adding the bench as opposed to just the corner seat. We wanted the full length of the bench in the shower, and I think it turned out beautiful.
perfect. And then over here in this corner, there used to be a closet door. We just combined the closets so you had a little more space in your bathroom. And then behind us here, we did what?
So usually people love double sinks. My husband is actually on board with that. I personally like extra counter space for getting ready and being able to have all of my stuff out whenever I'm trying to prepare for an event. So we decided we were just gonna do one sink, and by we, I mean I, but he joined in, he joined the club, and I love the way it turned out.
Perfect. Well, let's go check out the rest of the house. All right, so first thing let's look at on this side of the house is we'll start here in the foyer. Normally, what is right here?
Normally there's an office, a door to an office. We decided that we would rather have the fourth bedroom option instead. I didn't want any doors in this area, so we actually removed the coat closet on this side and we turned this into a fourth bedroom as opposed to an office.
Perfect. So the entrance to that then is right around here in the guest hallway. And so we'll head on in, take a look at that room. All right, so now this is a fourth bedroom option instead of a study,
Yes.
although we don't actually use it as a bedroom. What do we use it for?
So this is our homeschool room / office / game room. We actually removed the closet from back here because we needed storage space for all of our homeschool books. It's also a place where my husband can display all of his collectibles that he likes.
Excellent. And what else? So we use this for homeschool, gaming, you said, study. I mean, it works pretty much as a multi-purpose room for you.
Yeah, we really wanted to have a space where we could tuck this stuff away. That way, whenever you're in the living areas and the main spaces, we're just not inundated with all of the stuff that we have as far as collectibles, books, schoolwork, computers, games, things like that.
Perfect. Well, let's go on and take a look at the next bedroom then. So here we are in one of the kids' bedrooms. Tell me a little bit about this space.
Yeah, this is the standard size of room. This is a queen size bed. We wanted a queen size bed in here so they can grow into it. And it's plenty of space for all our kids.
Excellent. Let's go check out the next bedroom. So as we move back here to that fourth bedroom, let's take a look here. You mentioned earlier that we moved the utility room. So the utility room is actually right here now in this hallway instead of the front of the house, which gave you all that space for a bigger pantry and a bigger kitchen, and put the laundry room next to the kids, which is obviously a great spot for it. So let's move into this bedroom. And so this is the last of our bedrooms. This one's got a view which direction?
Facing the pond. My son is the one that loves to fish, so we let him have the back bedroom to have the view of the pond. We made this window as large as all the other ones in the back to be cohesive. And another queen size bed.
Perfect. Let's go take a look at your patio. All right, so let's come on out to this great back porch you guys have. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the changes you made here?
So like we said before in the living room, we really wanted to carry this vaulted cathedral ceiling all the way out to our back porch. We actually extended this porch quite a bit, and we added the extra section over here outside of the dining room as well. We love to be outside. We love to take advantage of the beautiful views of our pond and our property. And the tongue and groove.
Yes, that was my splurge item. I really love the look of it, so that was my item. We also added a gas outlet over there and added an outlet for a TV, a future TV spot.
Haven't gotten around to it yet.
So we'll be able to watch TV and eat out here.
Yes.
So when are you inviting me back?
Anytime.
All right.
You're welcome anytime, Eric.
All right, well, let's go back inside and take a look at the kitchen then. Wrap things up. All right, guys, so now that we've wrapped up the tour, why don't you tell me one thing about the house that's kind of your favorite thing?
My big island.
Your big island, and Jacob, for you?
The office area and the homeschool area.
Perfect, perfect. Well, we so much appreciate you guys letting us come into your house today. Thank you very much for that. We thank you guys for joining us here in another episode, and we hope to make you part of the Tilson family very soon.